Where were we? What were we saying?
We were talking about
God of War. Oh, being a bad fan. So
yes.
what I was saying was like Kendrick Lamar, for example, right? Arguably the biggest rapper in the world, like the last couple years, aside from Drake, but that's a whole other thing. Up until Good Kid, Mad City, I know every word of every Kendrick song, and then I just kind of like stopped listening. Like,
I've noticed that with you, getting to know you, that's how you are. So I wonder, is it burnout? Do you just submerge yourself so much into that person's creative like content and like their overall being? Because it's not like, because you don't just like stop with the music. Like you go all the way in. Like you want to learn about their whole fucking life. You want to know.
I want to know their blood type.
Exactly. Like you
Social
go
Security
so
number.
deep. So maybe you just
Where their
maybe you
first
get what
kiss
you
happened.
want, and then you're kind of gone.
You know what's funny though is it's not like that because Party Next Door is my favorite artist ever. I still I will go on his discography. He only has 3, 4, 5 albums the way you look at it, depending on how you look at it. And I will shuffle and I will listen to that bitch all day long. Because there's not like 10 albums where like, oh, the sound changed and I don't like it that much. Like Party Next Door 1, Party Next Door 2, Colors, and 7 Days are like, in my opinion, all pretty much perfect. Like, I mean, obviously P2 is like a fucking masterpiece. But like, from To Pimp a Butterfly, Section 80 to Pimp a Butterfly to Damn, it's so different. Whereas I actually fall in love with like a certain sound, like a certain type.
Yeah.
And then I just like, dude, I still listen to you know what song's on repeat for me right now is Miss You by Blink-182. Like that era.
Really?
Oh my God, dude. That era of like emo music from when I was like in middle school, I still listen to all the time, like at the gym or like, at the end, in the beginning of the day to like get hype.
That's dope.
I fall in love with like a certain sound and then I don't want to hear anything else from you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm that guy and I hate to say it. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a bad fan.
I kind of feel what you're saying. I guess it happens to me a little bit less frequently, but I see what you're saying. I do feel that. I understand it.
Like,
but it's interesting too. Like, it's like with the at least the artists you brought up so far, it's like almost like that sound though was like they were more like transcendent sounds. Like it wasn't even like that artist sound. Like it was like that
100%.
like you know what I mean? Like that sounds like a year. Like that doesn't sound like even a person.
Yeah,
like, that sounds
that's
like a
actually
time.
that's a really good point you break because both of the artists that I mentioned, just coincidentally, when they were making those albums that I mentioned, it was actually like totally landscape changing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like
that's true.
Kendrick's Ascension was like holy shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like it was like it changed everything. And then same with like Party Next Door. Like people heard that and they were like, what the fuck? And then obviously Drake started sounding a lot more like that and kind of sadly took his fucking current and like channeled it into himself. Whether that was intentional or if that was just P&D caught a stray bullet off of Drake's hype, but it happened.
It's interesting. There's a hard way to categorize it because if you look at The Weeknd saw it coming, right? The Weeknd's like, I don't want to do that. It's OVO and it's EXO. Like, I'm on my own thing. I'm doing my own thing. Like, he had a chance to be part of the OVO farm system, and he said, nah. And look what happened to him. So,
and is he technically bigger than Drake or no?
I mean, we could look it up.
Right.
I can't imagine he's bigger in the sense of like total number. Maybe. I think The Weeknd was like one of the top streamed artists, like probably top 3.
Yeah, it's like
Drake.
But the point being said though is that like The Weeknd is like in the same tier as Drake.
Exactly. Whereas Pete was Party Next Door. He's my favorite artist in Party. If you hear this, like I fucking love you so much. He's like 2 tiers down just because he's been in the.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the discography to
He's
back
been
it
in
up.
And he's been in the shadows.
Yeah. He's like
and he fucking hates his fans. That's the problem. Is you know what it is? I'm a masochist. Like I love pain. Like Party hates his fucking fans. Like I've been listening to this recording of him playing a song on Instagram Live, and he literally says, "You guys want to hear some stuff that I'm never gonna release?" And it's like so fucking good, but like he fucking hates us.
Yeah.
And he's taking out his pain of he sees The Weeknd, he sees what The Weeknd's doing, he sees what he could have been, and he's fucking taking it out on us, bro.
It's fun. I've seen that on Twitter, like that exact thing that you brought up, which is funny.
Dude.
It's fucked.
People don't understand, dude. Like being a Party Next Door fan in the last 4 years since Party Mobile dropped, we've gotten like 4 songs, and only one of them was like an actual PND song. The rest, one was like an OG Parker song, one was like a fucking P Diddy song, like one was a Preem song. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, being a PND fan is hard.
Yeah, it's tough, and we can't help but compare them to a lot of the other artists that have stayed around. But it's like, damn, Party Next Door. The first time I listened to him was what, 2011, 2012?
Yeah, probably had to be 2011 or 2012.
Yeah, and that was,
I think,
over 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Damn, bro. Hey, you know,
like, no wonder he's not
right,
around. Man. It's been 10 years.
Well, it's crazy when you think, it's like, we forget to, like, Drake, like me, like hearing Best I Ever Had in like what, 2008.
Yeah.
And me, like, you know, sending that song to a girl I had a crush on, and he's actually still making like good music 15 years later is unheard of.
Like he's dropping insane. A single tonight. Like, that's insane. And people are going to give a shit. Yeah, he's dropping that single where he samples Kim Kardashian's voice. It's called Rescue Me. It has like that. It's a very cocky Drake song, but it's a little slower. And the chorus is like, come and rescue me. Take me out the blabber. Take me out the... Like, it's just like, Drake. He sounds like older Drake.
I'm excited to hear it. So you've obviously heard the leak or something. Right?
I heard the leak because I saw it on social media that Kim Kardashian's voice was in it. And I don't know where it was sampled from, but I think she was referring to her divorce with Kanye in what she's saying. Because she's talking about being happy and prioritizing that. Or like, I didn't come all this way not to be happy or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's her saying that. And then if you go look at Drake's IG, you know what?
Yeah, pull it up.
Yeah.
While we're on the topic, dude, if you go, you obviously listen to Drake leaks. Like, I've listened to every Party Next Door leak. I have a playlist of all his leaks and stuff. And there's one song, I think I sent it to you a while back. It's Drake singing a Party Next Door song. And all the comments are like, Drake, release this. Like, Drake, this is so good. Like, oh my God, this song would be a banger. And it's him singing a P&D song that's already been out.
That's
you know what
so
I mean?
fucked.
For like years. Oh, dude.
That is so fucked. It's this one. It won't let me click on it without having to log in.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the cover of the single. And who does that girl kind of look like?
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, this guy is so petty, bro. Like,
I mean, what else you got to do, bro? You're probably closing in on $1 billion net worth. Like, you've been you're undisputed champion. Whether people think you're the best or this, like, you're the Floyd Mayweather, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you're fucking 50-0, bro. Like, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's true. And he's probably just like so fearless with any idea that he has, because imagine being that validated for that long.
Well, also imagine having that much money. Like, what risk do you have doing anything? Like, who's gonna cancel Drake? He's got to be close to being a billionaire.
Yeah, I would be curious to see what his asset portfolio really looks like and where he's like leveraged the most in. Like, just out of curiosity.
He probably has no idea. That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
He's got someone way smarter than him doing it. That's the whole point of being mega rich, you know?
And this is what I think is funny. Let's go back to this Drake thing real quick. So we're on his page, right? It's fucking Drake's Instagram.
Yeah.
134 million followers.
Who is that on his avatar?
Lil Wayne, a young Lil Wayne.
Oh, that's tight.
And on his highlights is a picture of the steak logo, because obviously he bets only through steak.
Well, and he gets paid by them.
And he gets paid by them. So this is why I say, when people say, wow, Drake made $1 million bet on fucking the Conor McGregor to win or whatever it is, right? It's like, bro.
That's like us making a $10 bet, bro.
But that's true. But then two, do you really think that's Drake's money?
No, probably not. Actually, I think it was proven it's not, right?
That has to be the stake fund, bro. There's no way. It's like when you got somebody as popular as Drake with this kind of following on just in general to literally have your logo on his profile page. Just that alone, how much does that fucking cost? Like, this alone, how much does this cost?
Not only that, but like, let's say they're giving Drake like free money to bet, right? They're the house. Like, he's betting essentially against them.
Yeah.
So like, Can they write that off as just like a marketing expense? Like
that's a great question.
Everybody, and I need everybody right now to tag the FBI and the SEC below because I want answers.
Wow, that's interesting. How does that work? If you're a sports book and you pay people to bet
and they lose,
yeah.
It's your money. Like, and what if they win? Like, are you now writing off the losses?
I guess the question is how there must be a way for a sports book to pay somebody to use their platform to bet.
Oh, there has to, obviously. Casinos do it all the time, right?
Yeah.
Casinos comp you stuff. Casinos literally give you money to gamble with. Like, it's totally legal. I'm kidding. We're not trying to go after it.
Yeah, no, totally. But it nonetheless.
I saw a little twinkle in your eye, like you thought we were going to get paid for a second. Like we just cracked the.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't even want to be famous for that, bro. That'd be so.
What if it meant you meeting Drake though?
On those terms?
Yeah, that would suck.
Nah, bro. No, bro. You bring up an interesting idea that I want to capitalize on and ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
For $50 million, would you send your mother to prison for 1 year? This is not my question. I saw this on the internet.
Yeah. Do I get to talk to her first and give her the skinny, or like I say the word and she's getting fucking arrested?
See, that makes it more fun. That makes it more fun.
See, that makes a difference. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, my mom, like my mom, like she's about her dollar. So like, if I said, hey, I'll break you off of a cool 20 mil.
How about this? You don't get to tell her before, but you get to visit her in jail a week later or prison a week later and tell her what happened.
And I have to break the news to her like, hey, Mom.
Exactly.
You got 358 more days.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck it. My mom's young, dude. Sorry. She's going. She's got
plenty of
life left. Yeah, 50 mil. Sorry, Mom. She'd understand, too. I'll break her off a quick 20 piece when it's all done. 60-40 split. I found the opportunity, right? I found the deal. She put in the legwork. I think it's fair. Actually, 70-30.
Damn, bro. That's interesting to hear you say that. That's interesting.
What, you're not sending your mom to prison for 50 mil?
So I thought about it, and no, I wouldn't do it. At this point in my life, I wouldn't do it because what I've realized, the more and more time I've spent listening to myself in terms of whether that's through meditation, just kind of being like really honest and like really internalizing myself, and like the combination of also like unpacking all of your childhood trauma kind of really gets you to really feel what this life's about. And I think like the psychological karmic debt that you would feel from not being able to see your mother for money for that long, I think it would get you, dude. I don't think it's the wrong decision. Like, oh yeah, this material wealth, but what does it mean? But what does it fucking mean? Are you happy now?
I'm with you 100%.
Like, what if your sister dies when she's in jail? You know what I mean?
So
and then you have to make your mom go through that. It's like, is that worth $50 million? It's like,
I mean, okay, yeah, you got me, but like, maybe. I just want you to think about this for a second.
No, trust me, right? Because like, it gets more interesting the higher number you get. Like when you get to $1 billion, it's like, oh fuck, that's so life changing.
I think I need to kind of switch your brain on this. Maybe my mom going to prison for a year and me getting 50 million is the karmic balancing of the childhood trauma that you're mentioning.
That she gave you?
I didn't say it. You said it. I didn't say it. You said it.
Damn.
I'm just saying, bro, it's all about perspective. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
I mean, maybe, bro, but
nah, I mean, you're right. No, you're right. Like when we factor all those things, like it's all fun and games for sure. Like we talk about magical numbers like 50 mil, but of course I would never give up a year of my mom's life. But see, I don't know, bro. I hate to say it, but like
I get it. I get where you're coming from.
The thing is, like, you've seen my mom in action. Like she's handling business in there, bro. Like my mom's going in, and she's probably not going to want to come out because she's running shit by the time it's done. So like, you never know, dude.
I feel that, but
no, you're right. Dirty money's never good. Like,
it's because what you're gonna, Preston. Oh my God, I love your house. Where'd you get it from? How'd you get this money? I sent my mom to prison for a year.
Yeah.
It's like,
and you have to be honest about it for the rest of your life.
And then like,
for sure.
And then for me, somebody who's never even sniffed even close to any kind of that level of money, it's like, the way I get brought into that level of like blessed amount of wealth is by sending my mother to prison. It's like, oh, fuck. Like, part of me, like, I'm being honest, I don't want to win the lottery. I don't. I don't.
You're trying to reverse psychology to universe.
I do, but I'm not gonna play the lottery. It's not gonna. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not playing. I'm not gonna play
the lotto either. It's
and the reason being is like I think that's not my journey. Like, I thought about it. I'm like, that's not my journey. My journey isn't to like work my ass off throughout my whole life, do all this shit, and then win the lottery. Like, that's not
for sure.
Where it goes for me.
Statistically, it's not your journey, no matter what.
Yeah, so it's not going to even happen anyways.
Don't lose sleep at night thinking you're going to win the lottery.
It's not like, oh, if I played, I'd win. What a burden it would be to have $500 million.
Yeah. You know, here's the thing: is like, I think the important part of what you're saying here is like sort of the cost of that money, right?
Exactly.
Like, of course, I don't want to give up a year of my mom's life. Never. Like, all jokes aside, I wouldn't do that. But if it meant if there was no cons, right? There was no downside to anyone except yourself. I think all sacrifice is sacrifice. So whether you're working for a year or working for 20 years or you go to prison for a year, do you think that has bad karma associated with it?
I think if you send yourself to prison and you accept that for that amount, you'll live your karma in the terms of like things will happen in the outside world and you won't be there. And that will be your karma.
Because you chose money.
Because you chose money.
But then again, bro, like everyone makes that choice every day when they go to work. Like there's so many things happening on a daily basis that we are giving up just out of necessity.
And I don't want to get this confused where it's like I don't believe in any type of sacrifice for money, because I definitely do. I 100% do. But what I would say is that how many people are living unfulfilled lives because they chose a job that they thought other people should, that's what other people would want from them, or the things that they should do, and then they spend their lives completely stressed out and not present, and then next thing you know, they are 80 pounds overweight, they have high blood pressure, they're mentally ill, they're addicted to it, they're an alcoholic, or they're addicted to cigarettes, whatever it is. It's like the majority of the people in our culture today, unfortunately, are chronically ill in a lot of different ways. And that's because our culture is literally toxic. Our culture literally promotes people to become unhealthy. Not like in a nefarious, evil way. It's more so like, like, for example, a good example, the person who's obsessed with being a mortgage loan officer and spends all fucking day at the office and lives and breathes it, and then drinks alcohol, does a bunch of drugs, all of the things in between, and like, it's like, what was it worth it? Like 10 years later, when you don't have a single genuine relationship in your life, was it worth it? Probably not, bro.
I mean, there's definitely extremes to the end of the spectrum.
For sure. And exactly.
I'm with you 100%. I do think that we have this sort of weird built-in toxicity where it's like, well, I mean, part of that is just capitalism. Like, part of that is just at the basis of, like, there's a lot of people that are living the life that you described, and not because it's they're like, dude, look at my fucking whip and my Rolex and all this stuff. It's literally because they're like, dude, I need to pay the bills. Like, I just have to. Like, if I don't pull 60-hour weeks this week, I'm not gonna make it happen. And I feel so much for those people. Like, I feel for them 100%. That's just unfortunately part of our system we have in place, which, we could go back and forth all day about whether that's inherently good or bad.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Then you take it one step further and you have this like super hyper masculine culture of like, how much did you work today? How much did you make? What are you driving? What are you wearing? Which I'm down with. Like, trust me, like, I love nice shit. I got nice shit. I made a lot of money. But like, at the end of the day, you realize like, damn, I missed out on a lot of cool stuff. I missed out on a lot of things I could have done. And like, money comes and money goes, bro. Like in a year or 6 months or 2 years or 5 years, you're going to be down, right? You're going to be up. You're going to be down. You're going to be up. You're going to be down. And the times when you're down, if you're like, damn, I wish I would have done this instead or this instead, like that's when you really know if you're on the right track.
Yeah, 100%. I completely agree with everything that you're saying. And that's where I think as an individual, I think it's really, really important to like sit with yourself and really think about what the fuck you're trying to get out of this one life that you get on this planet. What is it? Right? There's no right answer. Whatever you want, whatever you think is going to bring you the most level of fulfillment, that's what you should go for. But with that being said, obviously anything worth having requires a lot of sacrifice along the way. But it's a lot easier to sacrifice and work your ass off when you've clearly identified what you want from yourself and out of this life, right? And it's like, you got to have your North Star. You got to have some level of purpose so that when adversity comes, you can like go back to the reasons why you're even doing what you're doing. And so, for example, for me, when I was in other jobs in my life and I felt completely overwhelmed and completely stressed for a multitude of different reasons, it was really easy for me to want to jump ship because my heart wasn't in it. It didn't align with what I actually want to do. But any adversity that I feel that I'm feeling now when I'm being way more oriented to what I want to do, it's incredibly how much easier it is to deal with.
Yeah, it's light work.
It's just different. It's so different. So with that being said, I think another huge issue our society faces is that a lot of people are purposeless. And it's not like it's not on purpose, so they're purposeless. It's fucking hard. It's like, how do you decide how to live this life when it's barely hard? It's hard enough to just live and survive. And it's like you add in all the other factors, all of the social factors, all of the emotional factors, everything in between. It's fucking tough. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's like if you can find some kind of purpose, oh my God, it's like it sets you free in a lot of ways.
I think it's very interesting. I agree with everything you said. I think it's interesting, though, because your purpose changes pretty constantly. Like,
yes.
Every day, every couple months, every year's like what I thought I wanted to do when I was 15 and like, you know, what I wanted to do when I was 20. It's like night and day, bro. Like it's just so different. So like it is tough because even if you find that North Star and you just grind your fucking face off to like make a few steps that way, and then you're like, oh, well, I met this person and I now want to give time to this relationship. Or,
correct.
Oh, you know what? This is also interesting. And I really like that. Like, it's tough, man. It's really tough. But, and not to sound too preachy, but I feel like the principles apply no matter what it is. Like, genuinely. Like, if you're just having like a good conversation with yourself every day, whether it's like when you wake up or before you go to bed, if you are like talking to yourself, whether it's, you know, in your head or out loud or in the shower, like if you are talking to yourself and like really thinking like, damn, what did I do wrong? How can I get back on track? What is it I want? Like I really genuinely feel like no matter what situation you're in, it'll help add a little bit of light to at the end of the tunnel, you know?
I resonate with that so much, and that's 100% the truth, because what I've been doing as of recently for the last couple months is I've been meditating every single day. And what that does is it gives me like just 20 minutes to dream a little bit in terms of like identify what I want, and I try and feel it now. Like that's the meditation that I follow. Like imagine your goal, imagine what it is, and imagine you already have it. Imagine you're already there. Like visualize it, feel it, like the whole thing, like bring yourself to it. And it gives you like this a lot easier time of just dealing with your day-to-day life, because it's like you just reoriented yourself with what the fuck you're even here for, right? And so now it's like way easier to deal with the day-to-day bullshit or things that normally would piss you off. They don't piss you off anymore because it's like, oh, I didn't have a good day at work today. Well, guess what? I'm not my fucking job. My self-worth is not dependent on how good I do at this fucking job. Like I cut that off, especially with salespeople. We deal with that a lot because we're so numbers based and we're so goal oriented on the daily that it fucks with our head if you're not careful.
100%. And it's as lame as it sounds, and some people will call it corny, like you just have to live that life. Like I always joke with my buddies, we talk about cars, we talk about future, you know, like I'm married, my brother-in-law's engaged, a couple of our cousins got married the last year. And I always just talk to him like I already have a GT3. Like that's what I want. Like that's my next goal. And I just tell him like, hey, I'm taking the GT3 tomorrow, you know, or like we'll talk about, you know, going to drive in the canyons. And I'm like, oh, which car should I bring? The GT3? And like they laugh, but I'm like, you just watch, bro. Like I'm going to get it and I'm going to show you these texts and it's going to happen to me because universe, I'm living it. Like I'm tricking myself into it already.
Exactly. And for those people out there that think, oh, manifestation, that's bullshit in the terms of
it's so real, bro.
It's so real. Well, I'll tell you this. If you wanted to build a house, where would it come from first? You would have to think about building the house first. You would have to literally think it first. And then you would have to plan it out. And then you'd have to buy the supplies. You have to get the people together. Then you would build the fucking house. That's how it works. That's manifestation. I know it doesn't seem like it. It just seems like you build a fucking house, but that's how it works. Oh, all of a sudden you started thinking about building a house and then the house was built? What a coincidence. No, it's not. It's like, oh, you started thinking about like you're going to be driving a GT3 and then all of a sudden now you're driving a GT3. It's not that one day it poofed out of a fucking magic lamp. It's not that. It's more so you kept on putting yourself in the vibration of attracting the GT3 by changing who you are on the daily, being somebody that has oriented themselves so that they can be the person that can go to the fucking car dealership and walk off the lot with a GT3. That's what it is. It's not like it's going to poof into existence, though.
I've never heard that analogy of building the house. It's interesting. Like anything that has ever gotten done ever in society, like literally just started as a thought.
It's thought. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And if you think it, it'll happen 100%. I'm with you.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And more people need to hear that because, you know, and I'm not trying to say like, oh, all of you fuckers are lost. It's like I'm not saying that.
No, I mean I don't have it all figured out.
I'm not saying that. Like I like to get advice all the time, but there are some things that you learn in your life, and you really feel them as true. Like I don't believe what I just said to you right there. I know it. It's like it's beyond belief. It's like it's in my knowing now. Like it's like different. Like it's very, very different. And it changes the way I literally am able to live on a daily basis. Now, do I live a perfect life yet? No, of course not. That's not the point. That's not how it works. But do I live a pretty stressless life? Like in terms of like real stress where it like snowballs into the next day. Now I'm in a bad mood. Now I'm not being emotionally available for the people that are closest around me. Now I'm not showing up who I could be. No, that never happens to me anymore.
I love chatting with you about this stuff. Like I always like to take a second and just really listen to you because like it's funny you mentioned how you had gotten really sick when you were watching Game of Thrones. And I was like, man, the most sick I've ever been in my life was when we lived together, when I had like that flu.
Oh my God, yes.
Bro, we'll talk about it in a second. But like, it's sometimes like I just remember like, I always look at my life as like, you know, like BC and AD. It's like before Sebastian and after Sebastian, just because, no, genuinely. And I'm not trying to, suck you off here for the microphones. It's like, just like you said, like, even though you don't live a perfect life, you always like to hear advice, and like keeping you in my circle and keeping you like you were my fucking best man at my wedding, you know, like keeping you in my circle. Like there's a reason for that. It's because you think this way and you say these things and you're not afraid to like, you know, I don't believe it. I know it, you know, like that's important. You know, like people are watching Gary Vee and Grant Cardone and who's our boy and Tim Robbins and like, find friends like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm with you. I watch all that shit too, but like really the people that are like keeping me the most disciplined and the most motivated and the most like is you guys, like you and my, you know, my 5 other closest friends. You know what I mean? So I didn't mean to like be weird and just pause and listen to you, but genuinely, like I mean that for real.
Thank you, bro. That means more than you ever know. Like I'm not crying right now or nothing like that, but it's like when I hear
and
it's
make sure
like,
you clarify that.
No, but like I would like to cry if I'll feel it. I'll cry, but you saying that, it's like, what if I told you, bro? Like in my meditations, I literally think of it like that, in the terms of like, in order to, it's like it sounds weird, but it's like in order to like heal the world, you got to heal yourself first, and then you got to like really remind yourself every day that you have to shine your light onto the world. That's the only way that you're going to affect anybody in a real way, right? And shining your light doesn't mean like being a big brother to everybody you meet. It means just being fucking you. That's all it fucking means. Just be you. If you're just really, but when I say you though, I mean you. I don't mean the egotistical version of that where it's like you. It's like, no, be you. Like understand yourself and heal yourself and walk that path. And bro, it's like, it's amazing how much more beautiful it gets. And so when you say that, it's like, yes, bro, thank you for saying that. That's what that's it. And I feel the same towards you. There are plenty of things that you say that I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? That brings so much value into my life. Think about it. We've been close friends now for, you know, it's going on 7, 8 years. You know what I mean? So it's been a while.
Yeah.
you know, and like we still communicate on a good amount, opposed to like other people in my life. It's like, bro, my circle is like this small.
Yeah, mine's very small.
It's so small, and I don't say that in a negative way, in the sense of like, oh, people aren't good enough to be in my circle. It's just like, bro, most people I talk to, they're living someone else's life, and I don't mean like someone else's life, like the life their dad wants them to live. What they might be, but it's like they don't know themselves, so they don't even know how to be themselves, and so they just live like these like weird patterns of bullshit, and it's just like. I can't be a part of it.
It's just the age-old, tale of like they put a mask on before they leave the house, right? Like,
exactly.
I gotta say these certain things and show people these certain things and like act a certain way because I want to fit a certain image. Where it's more of just you just gotta let that shit go. Like I think the best sort of litmus test to see if you're really living by your true self and really growing is if you look back on yourself like from 6 to 18 months ago, and you're like. Okay, maybe that was a little cringy, or that was a little.
That's a good point.
Genuinely.
That's a good test, honestly.
Like, and you have to look back in it. You have to look back on yourself, even just 6 months ago, with like love and compassion, and don't be like, oh my god, I cannot believe I did that.
Correct.
But it's okay to be like, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably shouldn't have said that. And not that it's things that you regret, but it's more of like, okay, I'm not gonna do that again. Like if someone did that to me now, I'd be like, this fucking guy,
Yeah.
So. If you check in every 6 months to a year and you're like, damn, when I was just a year younger, I said this really cringy thing that's like so lame, and like I can't believe I said that. Like, dude, I remember I got my first commission check or my first big check. I'm like, actually, I don't even want to tell this. I'm actually embarrassed of this, but this is good. This is the whole point. Yeah, this is the whole point of my story. I take it to the bank, and I got paper checks because I wanted to see the check. Like that was a thing. Like I have a check above my door with a certain amount. Like that's just how I want to see the check. So I get the check, and it comes with the slip. It shows the taxes, shows the commission, and I take it to the bank, and the lady, she's like, "How you doing today?" Fuck, I can't. I don't even want to tell this.
Say it.
I said, "I'm doing great, but look how much I paid in taxes," and I showed her my fucking pay stub. And she was just like, and I was just like in the moment, I was like, yeah, look at this, and like, dude,
oh my god, bro.
I know I've never told anybody that before because like, I think like within 3 months I was like, oh my god, dude, if I ever saw anybody do that, I would be super kind to them and be like, it's just trust me, bro, it's not working. Like it's not like what you think, like the way you think you look and the way you think it sounds, it's just not that, bro. Like. And like, so that's one thing that I always look back on. I'm like, oh my god, dude, I can't believe you fucking did that.
And that's how you become wise, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to feel our own pain to like really grow. Like, that's just how it goes. And so that's how you become wise. And
but you can't look back on that person and be like, I fucking hate that person. He's terrible. Like, you have to look back and be like, oh, he's just a kid. Like, he was just young.
Yeah, bro. Let's put it out there. It's like someone who acts like that, just in general, right? They're a wounded person, right? Like, exactly. They have a wound that they're trying their best to try and heal, and that's how it expresses itself. And in a way, it's kind of cute. Obviously, it's cringe, but it's like, aw. You feel like you need to say that? Aw.
Yeah, for sure. That's what growing up poor does.
You little
it's
fucking
like,
clown. It's
yeah,
like,
exactly. Exactly. Dude, it's funny you say it about like the trauma and the hurt, and like because I've been wanting to show you this, the gas station cheating scandal.
Cheating scandal?
Okay, so I told you not to look at it. I sent you the link.
Okay.
This was one cross my heart, hope to die on my mother's life. I found this organically, okay? So I went snowboarding 2 weeks ago, and I came down, and I wanted to just take my car through a touchless car wash because I don't want any salt or snow or whatever. I'm out, sitting for a long time. So I'm looking for car washes. Do you have it pulled up?
Yeah.
I'm looking for car washes, and I'm like, this one has like really weird photos. Like, what are these photos? And I click the photos, and I read the captions, and it's someone who got cheated on by their spouse. I really can't tell who's who. Someone who got cheated on. I don't know if they work at the gas station or they own the gas station or they got cheated on at the gas station. They uploaded photos of themselves to this gas station's Yelp review with captions saying, well, read the fucking captions. It's like, this is where they chose to put it out on the internet that they got cheated on.
What?
Read the captions.
The fuck? We gotta go back to the beginning. When do these
Yeah,
pictures start?
go back to that photo.
I want to go to the beginning. Oh my god, bro! This
Dude,
is unreal.
Bro, I'm getting like chills right now because I found
Where
this
does it start?
organically. I stumbled upon this and I sent this to every single person that I know.
Oh my god, bro! Hold on, hold the fuck on. The first one, March 12th, 2023, from James R. Acting like she loved me. Look at them here. They're happier
Okay,
than
so
ever.
she cheated on him. It sounds like
Are they not in love in this picture, or are they in love?
Yeah, they're a great couple. Look at the way he looks at him. Here's what I will say: he's looking at her. She's
Yes.
looking off in the distance.
She's
Foreshadowing.
She's looking at the guy actually.
Yeah, she's looking at whoever's at the fucking gas station.
Exactly. This is where it starts. This is kind of a creepy story. So it starts here, acting like she loved me on March 12th, 2023. At this point, we can imagine that the heartbreak has happened. This picture is of the past.
No, yes.
Because
the heartbreak has happened in real time, but this photo is pre-heartbreak.
This photo is pre-heartbreak, correct. Acting like she loved me. So this is how he's getting back at her. Okay, let's ask ourselves this question first. Why the fuck is he posting it on the fucking car washes?
That's why I sent it to you, because I want to know. I want to know what his relationship to the gas station is. Like, does the gas station play a pivotal role in this fucking story of heartbreak? Like,
right?
That's what I want to know.
Is it his fucking car wash? Is it his? It's like, bro, next time I break up with a girl, I'm gonna post it on my fucking favorite fucking restaurants Yelp reviews.
Dude,
just roast her. Just fucking roast
maybe
her.
it's like her. Maybe it's like a spot they used to go to. Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Oh, dude, Lena leaves me. I'm putting it all over fucking. Catch LA. Their fucking Yelp page is gonna have pictures
filled with her, bro.
Yeah,
Filled with her.
Dude, the Chanel store is gonna have pictures of her blasted all over it, bro.
Oh my god! All right, let's go to the next one. The car Paul C. bought her from selling meth.
Yeah, this is where the story gets weird.
Oh my god!
So, I don't know who Paul C is. Those dude, like, I couldn't believe this when I found this. Like, this was I organically stumbled upon this, and I wanted you to see it, but I'm so glad you're seeing it now.
Oh my god!
These people didn't look like meth heads. Like, they didn't look like they have a problem.
This is going to turn into a Netflix documentary, bro. I hope you know that. This is ridiculous.
Well, hold on.
This picture just makes me feel something like something happened.
Oh, for
bad.
sure. There's some ominous music playing in the background.
Bro.
Dude. And then it goes to black and white. So we need to here's what I think we need to do. Let's get to the bottom of this. Like, we need to find these people.
Yes.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Okay. So Paul C buys her a car.
From selling meth, and he spelt it fucking wrong, but we can expect that from James. James is down bad with a capital
Dude,
fucking B.
he's typing this, crying his eyes out. Like,
Is he on
Paul C! Paul C! X76 Express Car Wash!
I love how he called him Paul C too. He didn't call him Paul. Paul C.
Like, he didn't want to. What if there's multiple Pauls?
Does Paul own the car wash, baby? And he's trying to throw dirt on Paul's name?
Okay, so let's see what's up.
Okay, wow. This is just unreal, honestly. So I'm assuming that she cheats on woman, whoever her name is, cheats on James R with Paul C.
Correct.
And this is the same woman. So yeah, it looks enough like her. Yeah.
That's her.
Yeah, sure. That can be her. God, this picture is ominous, man. Fuck.
Yeah,
What a
don't stay on
pic.
it too long. I know.
Ooh, this one.
Okay, give us the caption.
She never understood why I was mad. She spent more time with her ex-fiancé than she did with me. But I wasn't supposed to get upset about it. Is that Paul C?
Dude.
That's Paul C.
Okay, it's getting juicy. Here's the thing is you can see the
my
dark
God.
twist. Look at the smile on her face, and he's kind of looking at her over her shoulder.
Yeah, so is this James R? No. So this is James R.
Yeah, those don't look like the same guy.
Yeah, so this is Paul
No, it might be. Go back.
C. Look at his eyebrows. They're pretty dark. Look at his hairline. He has a widow's peak.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Good call.
He has a not tighter lineup. Who has a better cut? Paul C has a better cut. Sorry about it.
Dude,
Maybe
yeah,
get a better barber, James R. I don't know.
Mr. Steelio 76, bro. Okay.
So all the same day it looks like too. Yeah, all March 12th.
No, this is just the day that all the photos were uploaded.
Exactly.
Like, he gave us, okay.
So he's going on this emotional tyrant. I don't know. Is he on his phone? Is he on the PC? Like, what is he on posting this? I wonder. And I'm excited to figure out why he posted on the Yelp page. That's so interesting. Ooh, this one. Wow.
So this is where it got a little frisky because convertible's gone. The convertible that she bought from the meth is gone. That's not the same car. Looks very different too. Looks like she's lost a little bit of weight. I'm not going to point fingers and say it's unhealthy weight, but I am going to say maybe Paul was right, or maybe Mark was right about the meth.
Oh no! This is a lot of meth is in this picture. You can't see it. It's inside of her body.
Well, you know how you know for certain, and this is the test: black shoes, black sole, black shoelaces. Like she's on something, bro.
Dude,
she
those shoes especially, bro.
Dude,
bro,
she's out.
Those are worn. I don't know what kind of leather sneakers are those, bro. Those are like stock generic shoes that like don't actually exist. They don't actually exist, but she bought them. And then she fucking has the fucking the yoga pants on, and then she got the love long tee, the blue bandana, and then she's straddling the back of what car is that?
It's like a Saturn or something.
Yeah, bro. And that's like a 1995 Saturn. That's old as shit.
Not the brand new convertible that Paul C got her. So something's going wrong here.
And the car we had sex on the beach in, bro. So let's go back. So, acting like she loved me, the car Paul C bought her from selling meth. So she's healthier in the convertible. Paul C's selling that good meth, like Walter White. Yeah. That's Paul C. Apparently, this guy can sell meth. You see this guy in the gas station, you wouldn't expect it out of him. He can sell meth.
And he's the one who knocks.
He's the one who fucking knocks. That's exactly right. And then he says, was a fantastic day. I wish the drugs would have changed her. Maybe they didn't do enough meth. Maybe she was still on Paul C's train. I don't know, bro.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna chalk that one up to the crying on the keyboard. He meant wouldn't, but he's just fucking banging the keyboard so hard that he meant to say, I wish the drugs wouldn't have changed her.
Maybe she got back. That's probably what it is. She probably was already previously addicted to meth, and then she got back into meth and had to deal with somebody, and she's going to deal it with Paul C. She's not going to deal it with James R. Huh? Yeah.
Are you kidding me? She's got to go get that good dick in that new car, bro.
Exactly, bro. Damn, they had sex in this car?
Yeah, it's...
in the back seat?
Interesting,
Damn.
For sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is where it gets like...
all smoked up and lying about it.
This is where it gets like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm as much as like if this, like, let's say if these two people were arguing in a restaurant, I'm not gonna jump in, right? Like, you guys do your thing as long as you don't hit or whatever. But because this was posted on a public Yelp page, like, this feels so wrong to see, but we got a peek of it, so now like we got to see it through.
We have to see it through. Well, what's the thing? We're investigating right now. We're the public, man, and we see this on one of our public profiles. You know, we didn't log into his fucking account. You know, this just is out there, so we have to.
Yeah.
You know? So 1 second. All smoked up and lying about it. Look at that evil grin, bro. She was fucking Paul C. We know that. She was fucking Paul C. She was back on that meth, and she was lying about it, bro. And she was acting like she loved it.
Yeah, bro. She's
like, oh, it's all good.
She pulls up in the convertible. She pulls up with the titties out. You know what I'm saying? Pulls up, drop top, stunting, smoked up on that good blue Heisenberg. And now she's just trying to enjoy her day. And I'm sorry, bro. Like, I hate to say it, but Mark's shoving a camera in her face and shit. Like, let Shorty do her thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she's getting her back blown out inside of a 1998 Saturn on the beach. She's obviously...
she's good, bro. Like, you and her are not interested in the same things, obviously. Like... If bro, homie, if you were like, hey, I'm gonna smoke some meth, we're going to the beach, I got this girl, I'd be like, you do you, bro, not my thing. So like, Mark needs to lay off homegirl because she is living her life unapologetically.
Oh, she's having a great day right here, fantastic day. And we go back to this. She looks relatively healthy here, you know.
She
a
got
little
some
something
things.
going on there.
I was gonna say, bro, you beat me to it. Like she got some things on her.
You know, whatever.
Yeah.
She got James R. and Paul C's attention, so she must be a lovely woman to some
She
extent.
caught ours too.
Yeah, a little bit. And then this is where she starts to go down that dark path here, and then she's really on that dark path here.
Yeah, this is troublesome.
Yeah, she has the evil grin. She's aged incredibly fast, it looks like, and it's getting terrible inside the relationship now. Random dude, Jamil A. Okay.
This was like the funniest part about it because as I was going through these, there's real reviews that were like
Jamil.
Yes. It's like an award from our sponsors.
Yeah, right. Imagine being this guy, Jamil. I don't mean to make fun of you, brother, but you're in the car wash with your mask on inside of your fucking car, and you're like, "It's the time to take a selfie." And you post it on the Express Car Wash's page.
And just so happens at the time you're posting this review, Mark is confessing his heartbroken love story of his wife cheating on him and doing a meth-fueled binge.
This is
like,
Mark's heartbroken blog, bro. This is not time to post a review. Read
sorry,
the room,
Julio.
asshole.
100%, bro. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. Now I think we're taking a step back. We're going to a flashback. She's got her teeth look great right there. So I think this is
this is a flashback. And is this... See, this guy looks different than Paul C. and James R.
That's the thing, bro. Is like when I was going through it, the other dude didn't Mark or no.
Whoa. So lied to me for over 5 years as she was screwing both of us and a few others so she could keep her meth habit going. Wait. Was she selling that? Was she selling that box?
That's
For some meth?
Yeah.
Damn, this poor woman was really...
So this is definitely the same dude, only because if we use context clues here, he's the one posting it saying, look, this is us happy. The other one was, this is her acting like she loved me, right? Like,
but look at this face. Look at this face.
It's weird. Now he actually looks more like the second guy.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
For sure. Look at the brows.
The mustache is white, though. And this is no mustache pick?
Yeah, shaved face. Interesting.
That's this whole time she's out here riding other mustaches.
I don't know. This is interesting. Okay, let's go to the next one. When I really thought we had a future together. Told me she was always happy to get away from all her friends so she didn't have to get high anymore. Okay, this is turning into
sad.
A tragedy.
It is, and it's very sad. Keep going, because it gets great.
There she is, bro. She has her coffee. She's watering the grass. Life is good. It's simple.
They just fucked in the Saturn.
Yeah, this is that day, actually. They just got back home. She's like, I need to go water the grass.
Yeah.
And she gets a coffee, and life was good at this point, you know?
Yeah.
He thought they had a future. He thought they had a future.
After sex, he rolls over, he grabs a cigarette, she hops up, grabs a coffee, and starts watering the grass. It's just her ritual.
Exactly. She's missing some spots, though. That grass is not doing so well in a couple spots.
She's a recovering meth head. I'm going to give her credit.
Yes.
Like, she's doing her best.
I don't
But also, actually, you know what? Fuck that, because she's fucking 4 dudes at the same time. She's out here. She's out. Actually, I go back and forth. I'm on her side. I'm not on her side. I don't know, dude.
Well,
that's why.
Her life is a tragedy. You know what I mean? It's like.
I mean, maybe. We don't know where the rest of this.
Yeah, right.
I think this.
Yeah, this guy got his car scratched. It looks like. Looking for rocks, so she had a reason to eat and run. Back to the other guy.
When I saw this, so you gotta understand, I went through this like not quickly, but like when I was stunned. I was going through the things, I was reading, like I didn't really take the time to kind of piece things together. However, he says looking for rocks, a reason to eat and run. So you're telling me that this girl called you up and said, "Hey, do you want to go look for rocks with me?" And then you bought her food.
What the hell is in her mouth? This is crazy. Looking for rocks, so she had a reason to eat and run. Back to the other guy. This is I don't know about this one. This is a weird pick.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they're all kind of weird.
I mean, they're all dark as fuck.
Yeah.
Beach day with her manager at Chevron, Miss Anita, who she says she can't stand anymore. That's what happens when she doesn't get her way.
Whoa. Hold on. She said her manager at Chevron, and these were posted to a
Car wash.
76. That's attached to a 76 gas station. So I'm guessing she has worked at quite a few gas stations.
Yes.
And she worked at the 76, so now he's trying to get back at her.
That's exactly it. That has to be it. That has to be it, right? Because any other reason seems like it doesn't make sense aside from that one.
100%. Which, to be honest with you, bro, do you think she gives a fuck? She's fucking 5 dudes and accepting cars. Do you think she gives a fuck about a Yelp review on a gas station? Like, I'm so happy and I'm so appreciative that you chose to do it this way. However, I don't know if it really landed. Like, I don't know if we launched the nuke in the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And I think, knowing her, she's a charmer. She's a charmer. She's got multiple men in the bag. If you go to this gas station and you saw the reviews with her being talked shit about, she probably will tell you there that her ex was crazy and he's just a nut. You know what I mean?
So now we have to find, I would hope that a guy that would do this and go through all of this, and I'm saying this genuinely, I hope he did this on every gas station she's ever worked at.
That would be interesting.
I hope that there is a Chevron.
We'll find a Chevron nearest to this.
Yeah.
And we'll see if he left some damage there. He's tagging every Yelp page in the vicinity, I'm sure. But let's look at this beach day, though. Is she with a family? It looks like there's a family.
This looks nice. Like, this does. If I saw this set up at the beach, I'm not thinking meth head. Like, this is a good tent. Like, looks good.
Yeah, it's like you gotta remember looking at the what we think is Paul C is like the people that don't look like they're selling and doing meth, they're doing meth somehow.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's interesting.
It's always the ones you least expect.
Having to hang out in the trailer because her dad couldn't stand having her around. Damn.
That's sad. Yeah, that one hurt.
This is where we get dark. Now we start to understand why she did meth. You know?
Well,
why she turned to the meth.
The craziest part about this is that the first photo of her, like, cool and healthy, she's, like, already in, like, her 50s. Like, this is like a pretty late in life decision, it looks like.
Yeah. So it makes you wonder, how long was she doing meth for when she was younger? And how long did she stop doing meth for?
Yeah.
When did she turn back to the crystal?
Yeah. Oh, that's true, because it did say, like, her old friends and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not new. I mean, she still looks like a normal old lady. I mean, like, yeah, I could see a little bit of a...
The energy I get from looking at her face, though, is... Because look at this. Look at their skin on her legs. It looks supple. It looks smooth. It looks nice, you could say. Her face looks like it's been ruined. And I've heard when you do meth a lot, like, your face just, like, it wears on your face. Like, you lose your face from doing meth. So I wonder... I did love spending what time she did give me. Most of the time, put gas in her car, eat my food, take money, or pot and run off to the next guy. So this guy, sounds like how he picked her up was at the gas station, hop in his car, he'd buy her a gas station hot dog, give her $10, and she'd fucking run out. Maybe this guy was delusion the whole time. Maybe he thought she was his, and he was just a clown.
It's tough to say because I think maybe he met this woman or met this lady maybe when she was kind of on the upswing, and he got to see like the best parts of her.
And then the crash, yeah.
And then as she's crashing, he's like trying to hold on to that, but really I think he's just enabling her. You know, he's like, hey, here's some money, here's some weed, here's some food. Like anytime you call, anytime this guy calls, fucking... I forget his name. Mark, James, John.
James R.
James R is fucking right there, right at the 76. Like,
yep.
She calls.
Yeah, that's what it was. James R was her like number one guy that like dealt with all the bullshit.
Yeah.
Where everyone else was just getting high with her and smashing her out.
Sounds like he was her number 5.
Yeah.
She was his number 1, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tragedy. All right, we have one more. Oh, that's from DeVere. And it looks like
Yeah, so that
is that. That's the story. Okay, so let's look. Let's look. Okay.
Which, to be honest, I saw the photos. I didn't know what he actually rated the gas station. Like, are you giving the gas station a 5-star because the good service? Oh, he did it. He gave it a 1, which is fucked up, bro. Just because your girl's cheating on you doesn't mean the gas is bad.
This is DeVere. DeVere guy got his car scratched up and shit. He was fucking pissed.
Yeah. That's a fair 1 star. But I couldn't find the review. I saw the photos. I couldn't find the actual review. I didn't dig too far. I was fucking laughing too hard. But
yeah,
like
because so what we need to do is go to the search. Okay, search James R. 0
look up Paul C.
Paul C. So maybe he uploaded it as a picture.
Yeah, like he just uploaded photos.
Yeah, he didn't actually review it. Okay, so let's go here. They claim their business too. So this is a claimed business. So this business and their most recent reviews, and the reason why these photos, because look at this. This is on June 28th, 2021. This is March 12th, 2023. So
I caught those reviews so fresh, bro. Like I literally,
but that's what I'm saying is like this isn't based on how new the pictures are, maybe per se. We're seeing all the pictures, one, but I think maybe the reason why these are at the front, because this is the first picture and it's from 2021. The second picture is from 2023, so it's not going in any kind of order. So these people must be looking at this shit, on this guy's business page and like, what the fuck happened? Like, you know what I mean?
That would be tight if it like goes wild, if it takes over. Justice for fucking James R, bro.
Yeah, for real, dude. But he might have been a clown. He might have been a fucking clown. So,
dude, last time I drove home from Arizona, I always stop. The halfway point is Blythe, right? Like everyone knows that. Mm-hmm. So I stop in Blythe, and this dude pulls up on a bike, and he's like, "Hey, bro, you got some money?" I was like, "I'll get you some food. What do you want, bro?" He's like, "Can you get me one of the pre-made cheese hot dogs and a Dr. Pepper?"
Wow.
And I was like, "You sure you don't want water?" Like, I wasn't trying to argue with him. I was just like, "Do you want water?" He's like, "Nah, bro, Dr. Pepper." It was like fucking 10 in the morning. I was like, "Are you sure? I'll get you a gallon of water." He's like, "Nah, bro, I want a cheese hot dog and a Dr. Pepper." I got him the cheese hot dog. I got him the Dr. Pepper. I take it to him. I go outside. I take it to him. He unscrews the cap of the Dr. Pepper and he goes like this. That's good. Like he was like trying to put it back in my face, like, I guess not water, like that.
Dude, because he's like, addicted to sugar, bro.
I was like, damn, I'm trying to help you out, Playboy.
Yeah, and that guy's just addicted to the sugar. He doesn't give a shit about being hydrated.
Yeah, but who am I to judge?
When you're down that bad, anything kind of makes sense. Sadly,
yeah, exactly. What you're going into? What are you like hacking into the Yelp mainframe or what's going on here?
So right now I'm trying to figure out. So top competitors of the 76 Express.
Oh, you're trying to find her other.
Yeah. So Quick and Clean. Maybe the Shelby Express car wash has the Chevron attached to it.
Just look up the city that's in, because it's like in a city somewhere in like the Inland Empire. I was on my way back from Big Bear.
Yeah,
just look up the city.
Upland.
Yeah, so just look up Chevron Upland.
There's one on Foothill Boulevard. There's a couple.
Okay, we'll do some more research and we'll make a part 2 because I want to see. We need to follow up.
Yeah, I agree. So I'll say this is a mystery. This This is absolute mystery. And my question is, leaving this is everyone alive?
I mean, here's what I will say. The reviews were posted so recently that this is ongoing. Like, this is happening. This is not the last we've heard.
So it hasn't even been a month since James lost his damn mind.
This is not the last we've heard of James R.
So let's see if we can click on James R's
Damn, you
page.
really love that photo of her legs, huh?
I'm going to look at it later. That's a fact. So he's added 23 photos. Can I see his?
Oh, what? Oh, there's more. Look at the bottom. Look at the photos at the
Oh
bottom.
my God, Circle K. You're right. He did leave other pictures on a Circle K.
Let's go. Let's fucking go, James.
March 10th.
What does it say? No caption.
No caption.
Is that our girl?
Is it?
Check. I mean,
Oh,
you're the
it
one
was
who's
that. It was that pool day. Look at
It's the beach day. It's the beach day. You're the one who's the expert on her thighs. Do those legs match the
Bro.
other one?
the suppleness. Let's see if it checks out. I think it does. Yeah, that's her.
That's her, dude. I'm getting the chills, dude. I was spot on.
And this is her everyday fit: bikini, shorts,
I mean,
black Air
not
Forces.
bad. I'm gonna be, yeah. But this was before she went too far down because it still has a white swoosh. After the meth, she had to get the black swooshes.
Damn, so he posted this picture on that Circle K, and then this picture too. So he was just posting all these pictures on March 10th on the Circle K's Yelp.
You know how we were talking, like we've just come full circle. You know how we were talking about how you want people to support you when you only have a few people watching? I am going to support James. I don't know how many people have seen these reviews or what's going. He's the only review? Or no,
So-
this thing has all 1-star reviews.
Wow, they say this is like the worst gas station on earth, apparently.
Well, dude, the girl that works there is going to fucking take your money and smoke your weed and cheat on you, right?
Exactly, bro.
That's a 1-star from me if I ever
Oh
fucking...
my God.
That's so
Oh
funny.
my God, bro. Can we... He doesn't have any friends. He hasn't left any reviews.
Oh, that
Do we
hits home,
message
dude.
him?
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We have to table that. We're going to message him. For everyone listening, we are going to get to the bottom of this, and we're going to find out from the source.
Has to be done.
Like, this is not a joke. Like, it is our journalistic duty to figure this out.
We have to figure it out. It'll be. I think we could do it. Maybe.
It's not-
Bakersfield, James R. Paul
We'll
C.
find him.
We got a Paul C. We have James R. We know we're in Bakersfield.
Do we get all three of them on the podcast?
That would be insane. Have them squash it out.
Insane, bro.
Damn.
All right. This is all right. That's it, bro.
This is crazy.